Welcome to Purpose and Excellence. My name is Modesta Lillian Buguni, and I'm here as you journey in your pursuit of purpose to execute it with excellence. I'm here to remind you that you're God's masterpiece. He has predestined amazing things for you to do, even before the creation of the universe. He's got a blueprint just for you. You're going to achieve to the last detail great things that He'd predestined for you to do. And I know you've looked at your strengths, you've looked at zapping your weaknesses so that you can really have your strengths and all the opportunities that they can bring shine. And so you're by now very, very clear about what your qualities are and how you can apply them for maximum effect. And so in this next section, we're going to look at how to build your personal brand. I mean, everything about you must look, smell, you must act, walk, dress like the purpose God has given you. And I'd like to show you how we're going to do that today. And so here are 10 points to building a personal brand. Point number 1, be yourself. You're unique, and God has given you a unique purpose and vision to pursue. So don't try to be like anybody else. That would be such a pity. That would be such a loss for all the qualities God put in just you. Point number 2, realize that you are actually already a brand. Whether you like it or not, you are already associated with certain things. And so if I were to ask 5 people who know you what they know you for, they will say something. Hopefully not 5 different things. There will be things that are associated with each other. And so there's already an identity, a fingerprint of you out there. So number 3, you need to choose how to shape your personal brand. Are you happy with what people know you for? Are you happy with what people associate you with or who they associate you with? Are you happy with what you're distinguished for? If you're not, then you have to be very intentional and deliberate about shaping the personal brand that you want to be associated with. Number 4, think, act, speak, dress, walk, and generally live in agreement with your personal brand. There is no way that you want one communication, yet your life and your lifestyle looks completely different. They have to be one. Number 5, pursue people and opportunities that reinforce your personal brand. So whilst you will look, speak, act, and dress and walk a certain way, you also need to be found at certain places that say, yeah, this is very much in line with who they are. You would be in association. You will pursue opportunities that go with your personal brand. Number 6, consistently uphold the highest standards of ethics and professionalism. Nothing distinguishes a personal brand like the ethics and professional standards that you uphold. And so not once, not twice, but each time faced with the same situation, may people find you exhibiting the same character and the same competence. Number 7, be distinguished by value and excellence in your field. It is not enough that as a packaging, you're all put together. It is very important that you're actually relevant and you add value in your field. It is really important not that you just add value, but you're found to be excellent. As Daniel and his friends in the Bible were, you're found to be 10 times better your peers in that field. Number 8, have a tangible presence in your sphere of influence. Make sure you're available. Make sure you're accessible. That way, people have opportunity to interact with your personal brand, therefore reinforcing it even more. Number 9, use systems and structures that assure access to you. This means that you don't have to do everything personally, but you can actually work and have your brand working for you when you're sleeping. And so put in systems and structures. It could be social media. It could be other people that will continue having your product, your personal brand, available all the time, even if you cannot personally connect with people. Number 10, build a legacy. There is no use of a personal brand that dies when you die. There is no use of a personal brand that exists for 5, 10 years and then just fades away. Your personal brand should be for generations. And so you should not only be known for what you do when you're doing it, but there must be a way of you making sure that you continue speaking to people even when you're not there. Personal brands truly are your fingerprint. It is unique, it is for a purpose, and it is for all time. If there was one person who was completely integrated, one had integrity with his personal brand is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is one person who knew who he was, why he was here, what he was to do, with whom, for whom, what would be the outcome of his presence and his purpose, and what he wanted to leave as a legacy when he was gone. When you read the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you really see Jesus upholding these 10 points to building a personal brand that I just read out to you. He would now and then do a personal brand check with his target audience. So he'd ask, of those people who he's really not looking to associate with, he'd say, who do they think that I am? Who do they say that I am? And then they would tell him, and he would be close to, but not exactly what he is. He's like, okay, but who do you say that I am? And when they got it right, he felt, okay, you've got it now. This is what I am deliberately setting myself up to show to you. This is the brand that I want you associating me with. And so you've got it spot on. That is who I am. In 3.5 years, Jesus was able to establish himself as the Son of the living God, as the Messiah, as the Savior. This is what he was known for. He had integrity in his personal brand, and he delivered a promise. He still does. What a personal brand to follow. He is my King, he is my God, he is my Savior, he is my leader. I am still on a journey to fulfilling purpose and discovering who I am. I, like you, am in awe of this man, of this God. And I endeavor with everything that I am pursuing to make sure I have integrity in my personal brand. And so my purpose is to groom leaders and make sure they get into strategic positions of influence over Tanzania and over Africa. This is what I am out to do. And so because I am clear on my purpose and my vision and my mission, everything about me, Modesta, must reflect that. I think, I act, I speak, I dress. You're looking at my face, you're looking at my hair, my clothes, my gestures with my hands. I'm very particular, my posture, very particular of how I communicate. And now obviously it's become second nature because I've done it so often. But I intended to, and I was deliberate about what I wanted to communicate so that my message was consistent with my look, was consistent with my life. You should find, if you were to go to my personal life and people know me personally, they would say that I am the same person who is out in public. I am the same person who was at school, as I have been at work, as I have been in the community. This is what building a personal brand is. The Bible talks about speaking those things that are not as if they are. So regardless of your growth, regardless of the stage in the pursuit of your purpose, think, act, speak, dress, and follow through like you've already arrived. Make sure when you get an opportunity, you really make the most of it, like you'll never get another. And consistently applying yourself this way will make sure that your personal brand is clear to everyone and your personal brand goes before you. Now, it would be such a pity if you create a certain image about yourself, but when you show up in person, you don't match up. And so make sure that not just being deliberate about what message that you want to send, but also following through each time you get an opportunity. My name is Modesta Lillian Buguni. What is your name? And what do people associate your name with? I'd like to hear from you on personal branding. How are you building yours? What are you known for? Subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you post on our platforms. And I'd love for you to share this. Share on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Google+, wherever you will. Let's keep talking about how we can distinguish ourselves, not just in our actions, not just in our performance, but in the brand that we want to communicate to the world around us. Until next time on Purpose and Excellence, Kwaheri.